The White Horse of Uffington. Geoglyphs. Meaning handmade features created on the surface of the earth. These have been made by removing or clearing sand or stones, or sometimes adding stones. This creates contrast between the figure and the ground, enhancing visibility. The cutting of huge figures, or geoglyphs, into the earth of English hillsides has taken place for more than 3,000 years. Regimental badges. Meaning badges on the uniform headdress of soldiers as a way of identifying the regiment or corps to which they belong. The figures include giants, horses, crosses, and regimental badges. Redate. Meaning, to date again, to change the date of. The White Horse has recently been redated and shown to be even older than its previously assigned ancient pre-Roman Iron Age date. Enigmatic. Meaning difficult to interpret or understand, mysterious. More controversial is the date of the enigmatic Long Man of Wilmington in Sussex. Synonyms: mysterious, puzzling, hard to understand, mystifying, inexplicable. Prehistoric. Meaning relating to or denoting the period before written records. While many historians are convinced the figure is prehistoric, others believe that it was the work of an artistic monk from a nearby priory, and was created between the 11th and 15th centuries. Synonyms: primitive, earliest, ancient. Priory. Meaning a small monastery or nunnery that is governed by a prior or prioress. Synonyms: abbey, cloister, monastery, friary, convent, nunnery, religious house, religious community. It was the work of an artistic monk from a nearby priory, and was created between the 11th and 15th centuries. Gleaming. Meaning of a smooth surface, reflecting light, typically because very clean or polished. The method of cutting these huge figures was simply to remove the overlying grass to reveal the gleaming white chalk below. Scour. Meaning, clean or brighten the surface of something, by rubbing it hard, typically with an abrasive or detergent. However, the grass would soon grow over the geoglyph again unless it was regularly cleaned or scoured by a fairly large team of people. Synonyms: scrub, rub, clean, wash, cleanse, white, polish. Fade. Meaning, gradually disappeared. One reason that the vast majority of hill figures have disappeared is that when the traditions associated with the figures faded, people no longer bothered or remembered to clear away the grass to expose the chalk outline. Synonyms: dim, vanish, die away. Testament. Meaning a tangible proof. That fact that any ancient hill figures survive at all in England today is testament to the strength and continuity of local customs and beliefs which, in one case at least, must stretch back over millennia. Burial mound. Meaning artificial hill of earth and stones built over the remains of the dead. The Uffington horse is also surrounded by Bronze Age burial mounds. Carving. Meaning the act of fashioning or producing by cutting into or shaping solid material, as wood. The carving has been placed in such a way as to make it extremely difficult to see from close quarters.
Christian era.
Meaning used to refer to the years that come after the birth of Jesus Christ. The first reference to the horse itself is soon after in 1190 CE. BC, before the Christian era. Meaning used to refer to the years that came before the birth of Jesus Christ. The result was a date for the horse's construction somewhere between 1400 and 600 BC. In other words, it had a late Bronze Age or early Iron Age origin. Cult. Meaning a system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object. However, the cult of Epona was not imported from Gaul, France, until around the 1st century CE. Glimpse. Meaning partial view. These giant carving are a fascinating glimpse into the minds of their creators, and how they viewed the landscape in which they lived. Iron Age. Meaning a period, in Britain 800 BC 43 CE, that is characterized by the use of iron tools. Bronze Age, a period, in Britain c. 2500 BC 800 BC, that is characterized by the development of bronze tools. Neolithic. Meaning a period, in Britain c. 4000 BC c. 2500 BC, that is significant for the spread of agricultural practices and the use of stone tools. Celtic. Meaning an ancient people who migrated from Europe to Britain before the Romans.